In 2025, scams are everywhere, and they're getting bolder, smarter, and harder to spot. From fake crypto investment opportunities that promise huge returns, to easy pass payment scams that trick drivers into handing over personal info, fraudsters are finding new ways to target unsuspecting people every day. Gift card scams are still on the rise, convincing victims to pay fake debts or fees, while identity thieves work behind the scenes to steal and misuse personal data. In this video, we're shining a spotlight on some of the most common and dangerous scams making the rounds right now. Crypto scams, easy pass scams, gift card cons, identity theft, fake job offers, romance traps, social media schemes, tax fraud, and those sneaky text scams that can pop up on your phone at any time. By seeing these real-life examples, you'll know exactly what to watch out for so you can protect yourself and your loved ones from becoming the next target.
I got scammed yesterday. The good old-fashioned crypto scam. Hello, everyone. It's been a while. But the crazy part is that I bought my tokens, left, and when I came back, they were all gone. So I didn't touch anything. I didn't click any bad links. It was in the smart contract itself. I tweeted about this too, so if you want more info or want to click the links, you can see what I twat. But the thing is that we live in a world that now tokens can be sent out of your wallet without your consent. They can either be sent to burn addresses or owner wallets. These assholes, the Ibiza Final Boss on ETH is what I bought, which luckily they've been suspended now. Shout out X. But they looked like this guy. But this is not the right one. I'm just saying it looked just like that. So I'm sharing this because this is a dangerous world in crypto that we're living in. The contract of the token that I bought was already renounced. It has nothing to do with contract ownership. Now, when I first found out about it, I was obviously terrified. I thought somebody had gained access to my wallet, so I was trying to check all of the access that I'd given and I'd see if I needed to revoke anything, and it wasn't that. So I asked ChatGPT. And sure enough, he said, yep, there are malicious token contracts that can transfer or burn your tokens without your consent. And often these are hidden behind a drain function or disguised as like a burn or anti-bot mechanism. And basically, once a condition is met, the scammer then calls the function and sends everyone's tokens to a burn address or their own. Now, you can try and search the code for keywords like burn or update balance, set bots, all these kind of things, but any developer would just change that to make it obfuscated. So, shout out Ethereum for allowing this bullshit to happen. Shout out me for losing, luckily, only hundreds of dollars in this brief moment of weakness in buying this shitcoin, but being able to tell you guys about it, so hopefully you avoid the same mistake. And shout out to crypto markets for being as vile and horrible as ever. Hope that helps. See you guys.
I feel really stupid over what just happened. I got scammed out of all my crypto, over 5,000 euro worth. But if this helps at least one person, not to do the same what I did, I think that would be a consolation. All my Bitcoin gone. But yeah, so my the official text message thread that I had with Binance since the day I opened Binance got intercepted. And it was official, it was good until last week. A scammer got in and basically was grooming me for a few days now. Anyway, I ended up calling the number because they said there was suspicious activity, and one thing led to the other. He helped me enter into my Trust wallet. He told me my Trust wallet, where I keep all my crypto, was under risk, and he said we should open a new Trust wallet, and proceeded to send me a seed phrase, which is when my spidey senses went off. And I didn't listen to that inner voice that told me, be careful. I'm speaking to an official number. How could this be a scam? This is definitely, not a scammer. And I ignored my inner voice, and I ignored also the voice of my boyfriend. It was inside. I had him in my head. He's a crypto whiz. He knows everything to do with crypto. He was also scammed at one stage in the past, so he's very cautious, and he's always been telling me, be careful, Alina. But I ignored those two voices in my head, and I listened to this official voice. So guys, never do that. Never ignore your inner voice. Ignore when the spidey senses come, there's something to it. And number two, even official communication with a platform could be intercepted, and they can scam you out of your crypto.
Here is a scam happening in crypto right now, as we speak, that you may not be aware of. This one is pretty convincing, but it's using a couple things that I haven't highlighted before, so I'm going to show you exactly how I can tell that this is a scam, and then I'm going to prove it to you. At the time of this screenshot, the chart was only less than an hour old, and you can already see that there are two moments here where the price looks like it dropped, which makes it look at first glance like at least someone has sold this thing. However, our first big red flag is looking down here in the transactions, and you can see just an onslaught of 31-cent buys, all from different addresses, but are all brand new. See how the little plankton guy is sparkling? That means it's a new holder. As this thing picked up steam and it started to age and grow, more people started to get into this, the bots changed, and now they were doing $41 buys, all same new addresses, and still happening more than once per second. These bots were doing this to fake constant transaction volume so that they could climb on the trending page of Deck Screener faster. And it worked. Just in the time that I was watching this just to take the screenshots this morning, this thing went from number 12 all the way to number 2. We keep watching, and now there are transactions coming through that makes it look like someone is selling. And again, if we look at the chart, we can see some dips in price, which makes it look like that might actually be legit. However, if you come down to the quick audit, you'll notice that there are 3 flags that are firing off as suspicious, and these 3, especially together, should be an immediate pass on any new token. Ownership has not been renounced, meaning that people can make changes to this thing while it's live, and then blacklist and whitelist, meaning that there is a set of approved addresses that can transact with this thing, buying or selling. And then just for this video, I went ahead and bought a couple dollars worth of this thing and tried to sell it over the course of the next hour or so, and it never worked. You can see I kept getting swap failed, and it kept telling me to just adjust slippage. But even if slippage was at 75%, it still wouldn't go through. This is a classic honeypot scam. The unfortunate thing is that they are getting more and more and more sophisticated. And what you'll notice with this one is that they were having a lot more wallets approved to sell, probably all run by the same person, and they were selling large chunks all at once. So it was making the price go up and down a lot more than the usual honeypot chart, which just kind of goes up in a steady way until they pull the rug.
Y'all beware, 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 beware of scammers, because the way that AI and technology is changing the game. 2 weeks ago, I got a call from an unregistered number, and usually if it's not a number I don't recognize, I don't pick it up. But I had a couple of customers that I was waiting to reach out to me. So when I saw the unmarked number, I was like, maybe it's a customer, and I picked it up, and it was somebody from EasyPass. So she's like, yeah, I'm calling from EasyPass because you have a negative balance on your account. It needs to get paid, or it's gonna get sent to collections, whatever. And I'm like, red flag, because I have my EasyPass set to auto pay. So I'm like, it can't be that there's a overdue balance on my account, because it automatically takes that out of my account every time I go through a toll. So she's like, oh, actually, it's not for your current account. It's for an account you had in 2023. And I'm like, Now, the reason why she was kind of getting me a little bit is because I did have multiple EasyPasses in the past with an older vehicle, and I didn't have auto pay on, so it would close my account, and then I would pay it, but the tag would be invalid, so it would make me send that one back, and it would send me a new one. And that happened like a good two times. I'm not gonna lie, but I did pay them. I paid them. They canceled the tag. They sent me a new one. After that happened twice, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna set the auto pay. So I did the auto pay. Haven't had no issues since. That literally was maybe 2022. That was the last time something like that ever happened. So she's like, yeah, it's from an account from 2023. And I'm really thinking to myself, 2023, where was I living 2023? What account did I have? What car? Could this be true? And she was trying to get information from me to pay the balance over the phone. But again, like, you're calling me about an account from 2023. It's 2025. So I was already a little suspicious, and I kept asking her, like, if this has been overdue all this time, why are you guys just now calling me? And she's like, oh, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that you've got notices sent to your apartment through mail. Maybe you just weren't paying attention, which again has happened. Like, EasyPass sends me notices all the time that I just throw out, because most of the time it's a statement balance showing that I paid. So I'm just like, all right, whenever I get a balance notice from EasyPass, I throw it out most of the time, because I know that my account is paid because it's on automatic payment. So I don't really pay no mind. So she's like, yeah, maybe we sent you a notice and you thought it was like junk or something, so you threw it out. And I'm like, maybe I did. But I still wasn't willing to give her my personal banking info over the phone. So I was like, well, how about this? How about you give me the account number and I will log in and I'll pay it myself? And she did, like, and the thing is, like, she was trying to relate to me so bad. She was like, yeah, it's happened to me before where I've just like thrown out letters and I didn't realize I had an overdue balance, and you know, they've closed my account. Like, she was really like trying to be like, yeah, girl, like, it happens, like, it's happened to me, trust me, like, you're okay. So I'm over here like thinking like, okay, I'm talking to like a legit person, I guess. But again, I don't trust anybody. So I was like, yeah, send me the info, I'll pay it myself online. When I went online and tried to put the account, she gave me an account number and a reference number to refer back to. So I'm thinking, oh, she gave me an account number and a reference number, this must be legit. But still, I got trust issues. So I'm like, hey, Kay, thank you, hang up on her. And then the next day I tried to put the account in the EasyPass website to pay. No account found. I put my license plate number, no violations in effect, no overdue, nothing. So I'm like, so I call EasyPass and I'm like, hey, so like somebody from here called me, and right away she was like, we do not call you from EasyPass. Did you give that lady your personal information? And I was like, you know what, sis? No, I did not, because it just felt really shady to me and I don't trust people. And she's like, thank God you did it, because we will not call you if your account is in a negative balance or whatever. She was like, if at any point they will either email you or send you a letter in the mail, nobody from EasyPass should be calling you. I gave her the account number the lady gave me. She was like, this account number isn't even a valid account number. It does not exist. I had her look through my license plate number and everything. She found nothing. So y'all gotta be careful out here. Don't be giving your personal banking info, your personal info over the phone. When people be like, is this person? Do not say yes. Like, you gotta be really vague over the phone, because with the AI stuff nowadays, people will steal your voice and then like use it to steal your information. So you live and you learn. Good thing I didn't have to live to learn, but always be on high alert.
EasyPass fraud, don't click the link. Please do not click the link. This is how they got me, and the only reason they got me, because I never be clicking links. Ever, bro. Ever. Me and my girlfriend went to Manhattan on Sunday, aka I went through toll after toll after toll after toll. My EasyPass on Sunday was getting a beat down, I'll tell you that much. I get a text Monday from EasyPass. Monday. May I mind you, Sunday, the day previously, was when I was racking it up on the EasyPass. Oh, you owe a bill. Click on this link to pay it off. So I end up clicking the link, and I'm thinking this whole time it's legit because I was just racking up the EasyPass yesterday. Lo and behold, bro, I got scammed, man. And the only reason I found out was because today in the morning meeting at work, my coworker goes, yeah, everyone, be careful of that EasyPass scam going around. I look at my account and go, oh no.
So I love how scammers just like gave up on trying at all. I think the jig is up and they just realized it. So I got one of these final notices from EasyPass Collections, you know, the whole toll scam that's been going around for a while. Now, they're not even getting creative with this anymore, because they added me to a group chat. They added me to a group chat instead of sending like this scam to separate people. No, they're just like, nah, we're just going to throw you guys all in one, and they're not going to know any difference. Now, if you're unaware of this scam, this is the EasyPass toll scam. This is also happening in other places with different tolls. Basically, they are sending you a message saying you need to pay up now or we're taking your driver's license, which obviously is not the way any tolls operate at all. They're just trying to get money out of you, and clearly it's working. That's why they keep sending in this, but somebody just had an off day, because who the heck is falling for somebody sending something like this in a group chat? I mean, what is this economy where you can't even get quality scammers anymore? I don't even feel like I've been scammed properly. So, Do not fall for this. Obviously, if it's in a group message, that is a even bigger red flag than usual. I'd like to hear in the comments below what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Okay, now that I'm on my break, and let me just quickly make this video. So I don't know how many of you guys have been getting these text messages, but I keep getting text messages about my Easy Pass and that I owe money. Now, I came across a TikTok video of this girl who paid a balance using the link that was sent on the text, and now her card is being exposed, and they literally took like $2,000 out of her account. Now I'm like, I'm not paying that Easy Pass unless I log into my account and I see the balance, because they sent me something like $7, $8 that I need to pay, but I'm not paying that. I'm not getting scammed.
So I'm about to buy a gift card, and then the lady in the store stopped me, telling me that these gift cards are not real. So she giving me the scoop, and she about to show you live how she does this, because I'm thinking this stuff is real. You know, the card right here is scanned, everything is good. She about to show me right now. So go ahead, miss. Show me how you did that.
Okay, the best thing to do when you purchase a Visa gift card or whatever, take your finger, run it across. If you feel a ridge, you're good. Even your numbers now are matching from the bottom to the top. You're thinking they're good, but they're actually not. They're actually not.
So she about to open one up and show y'all.
Everything matches.
It
everything
looks good.
good.
It looks legit.
It looks very legit.
Card is sealed up. Everything, right?
It's legit.
Watch how she do this, y'all.
Scan it. It's legit. Take it. Open it.
You think you got a gift card in there, right? Look what she pulls out. Look what she's pulling out, y'all. A fake scan number. So these scans that these guys have put in goes to them when you thinking that you getting a real gift card.
So if your pastor emails you and asks for Target gift cards, stop. Don't tithe a thief. Here's what happened to my mom. She got an email that looked like it came from her pastor. The email address was legit. The wording was sweet and churchy, and it even mentioned real charities her church supports. It said he was in a meeting and he needed her to go to Target and pick up $500 worth of gift cards. Scratch the back, take a photo of the codes, and then send it so that he could donate it to one of the children's charities they support. My mother went and bought the Target gift cards, but she didn't understand the last part. So she knew he was at church, and she stopped by to talk to him. And guess what? He didn't send that email. His account had been hacked. So how did they make it sound so real? Because scammers read the same church websites you are. They don't need divine insight, just a browser. Most churches list pastor's name, email, charities they support, and upcoming events, even sermons. All that information right out there in the open. A smart scammer just grabs the pastor's name, his email off the site, adds in some real charities, uses the same friendly tone, and boom, it looks like it's from your beloved church leader asking you for a favor. Once you buy the gift cards and send the codes, the money is gone. Target, Google, whoever, they don't refund the money. So if you get an email like that, call your pastor. Don't email him back. Don't guess. Just confirm. Church websites are made to welcome people in, but they also give scammers full menu of information to fake trust and prey on kindness. Tell your parents, tell your grandparents, tell your whole church. Never buy gift cards for anyone unless you're handing it to them face to face. Stay generous, but stay smart. Not every angel in your inbox has good intentions. And this isn't the only case here in the Valley. We're seeing more and more of it. Just be aware.
I'll be trying to help y'all grandmas and stuff not get scammed. Just had a woman talk about she bought $500 worth of gift cards for someone who's claiming to be a famous actor. She's a regular old woman. Why would he need you to send him $500 worth of our company's gift cards? Because he can't spend it anywhere else but our company. And she was like, well, you don't understand. He's a public figure and he has business accounts and his accounts are watched, so he can't do these things on this account. He's just trying to buy our company products. Why can't he do that on his business account? And why would he need money from someone who has less than him? What? I asked. But she's adamant that it's him. She's swearing up and down that she's seen him in person and all the things. This man is clearly lying to her. They're not even texting in a real app. They're texting on like Telegram, and she swears it's him. I'm trying to explain to her that what she said isn't like, it doesn't make any sense, and it sounds like it's a scam. But she didn't want to listen. He told her since the cards didn't redeem, can she send it another way? She already originally asked to send a MoneyGram, but they said no, and I told her that's most likely because it wouldn't be his name. And she was like, you don't understand. He's a public figure, and he's going to be coming down next month, and my name is going to, my face and our face is going to be plastered all over magazines and this and that. And I'm just like, poor woman. Poor woman.
So apparently there's a new scam going on that I would have never thought about, but it happened to my brother. So first and foremost, my brother has been out of high school for over 20 years. He's had the same job since he graduated college, has no interest in going back to school. But he got a call from a lady from a college in, I think, Georgia a few weeks ago and asking him if he was his name. She said she was suspicious because she had got an application, and when she called the person and asked for like the social security number, he hung up and then called her right back and was like, oh, I'm sorry, I got disconnected. And he had an accent. She didn't say like from where, but apparently someone had gotten my brother's transcripts from our high school that we went to. Like, they got his transcripts and applied to several different, get this, not just colleges, Bible colleges. So apparently, I don't know like what the end game is here, but they've like stolen all of his information. So he's like had to do everything to kind of get that in order. He's filing a police report. But who would have thought scammers would now be using your information to apply for college? And like, they have all of your information. They had all of his information. So I don't know what this is, but apparently it's the new scam that you need to be on the lookout for.
I am a victim of identity theft. My personal information, including my full social, was leaked on the black web. In this video, I'm going to tell you everything I learned throughout this process, that you can protect yourself and this doesn't happen to you, because I, like you, never thought this could happen to me. I don't share my personal information with anyone. I keep my socials, passports, birth certificates, and everything on lock. But anywho, last week I received a bunch of emails from Experian, which is one of the main 3 credit bureaus that banks and companies use to run your credit. I was notified that I applied for credit cards and loans for banks like Wells Fargo, Affirm, and other companies. This was weird to me because I never applied for anything. Someone used my social and applied for a bunch of loans and credit cards. It showed up on my credit report, therefore Experian let me know. After having a full mental breakdown and panic attack, I started researching how to stop that individual and called all of the banks to which he applied for loans and credit cards. Individual went ahead and booked himself a 2-week all expenses paid vacation in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, with the money that was approved to them by Affirm. Then he went ahead and booked that hotel through Travelocity, and they confirmed the booking and everything. He then tried to use a credit card that he got under my name, order a bunch of stuff from Wayfair. He then applied for a credit card through Wells Fargo and started applying for a bunch of stuff. And of course, all of the applications he submitted got approved because my credit score is really high. I'm assuming this is a guy because on some of the applications he used the name of a male with my social. Other applications he used my name with my social, but I digress. Contacted my bank and all of my credit cards, and I put everything on lock, notified them, let them know that my identity had been stolen. Then I logged into the 3 credit bureaus, which are Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. I was able to log in and freeze my credit. By freezing my credit, that stops anyone from running my social, even myself. So for example, if that person would have ran my social one more time for like another credit card application or any kind of loan, the credit bureau bureaus would automatically stop it, and then they will call me and notify me, ask me for approval before anyone can run my credit. If you haven't already done this, I need you to create an account with Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, and go ahead and freeze your social. Unless you're applying for a credit card, or you're buying a car or a house, or you're doing something with your credit right now, you should have that shit on freeze. Because if your information is leaked on the black market like mine, or someone takes your social, they can run it. After I put a freeze on all 3 credit bureaus, I filed a police report. Then I sent the police report to all of the banks in which this individual decided to submit applications to. Because if you call some of these banks and let them know that somebody stole your identity, and you ask them to cancel those fraudster applications, they're going to tell you that they need to do an investigation. They're not just going to automatically shut it down just because you're calling and saying it's fraud. And most of them asked me for a police report. After sending that to them, I went to identitytheft.gov, where I submitted a report and all of the evidence that I gathered. In about 30 to 60 days, all of the inquiries and all of those applications that individual submitted with my social should fall off my credit report. I won't be liable for all of that debt that individual accrued using my information. Best piece of advice that I can give you is to go log into the 3 credit bureaus today and lock your social. It's actually called freeze. Go ahead and hit freeze on all 3 of these websites so this don't happen to you. Because if I would have had my stuff frozen, that individual wouldn't have been able to even get the application to go through. But it's okay. You live and you learn. I went ahead and locked my husband's social and my children's social, especially with all the stuff that's going on with the government giving all these random people access to all of our sensitive information. So go ahead and lock your stuff and avoid yourself the headache I just went through. I don't know if I said this before, but I am someone who is very protective of my sensitive information. I don't share my social. As you can see, I don't even use my real name on social media. I am very, very careful with my sensitive information. I keep all of that on lock. But even like that, your stuff can still be accessed because there's a bunch of data breaches that happen. Information gets leaked. Sometimes people who shouldn't have access to your information get access to it.
What do you do if your identity is stolen? I'm a lawyer. I sue credit bureaus for not fixing identity theft issues. This is what you do. This is who you contact. 1, your local police department, and get a police report showing accounts that were opened on your credit report as a result of the identity theft. Make sure every account is stated. 2nd, you're going to go to identitytheft.gov, and there you're going to file an FTC report. Again, state every account that's open that wasn't yours. Next, file a CFPB report. Easy enough. Google it. Next, check in with USPS to see if anybody put a mail forward on your address. Pull all 3 of your credit reports from annualcreditreport.com and save them each as PDFs, and freeze your credit report immediately. Freezing all 3 credit reports ensures that no other account can be opened. Contact each of the credit bureaus. Ask them to place a fraud alert on all your credit reports. Be vigilant about contacting your bank, credit card companies, any financial institution that you're associated with to tell them that you are a victim of identity theft. Obviously, your security stuff, 2-factor authentication, change all your passwords on everything. There are ways that you can change your social security number. You have to be a victim of identity theft more than once usually to qualify. Sign up for USPS Informed Delivery so you get a screenshot of everything that's going to come up in your mail to see if anything comes up missing. And now you're in a position to contact the credit bureaus to get these fraudulent accounts off your credit report. A credit attorney like myself can help you do this, and if they don't fix it, you can even sue.
Recruiters do not need a copy of your credit report in order to give you a job interview. There's a new scam going around where people are saying, hey, if you want to apply for this job, we need your credit report, so click on this link, follow the information, basically enter all your business, and we're going to steal it from you. But of course, they're not telling you that. So they are saying that a credit report is required in order for you to even get an interview for the job. That does not make any sense. So please be alert, be diligent, do not click on any random links, do not put in any of your information. They are stealing people's identities. They are getting access to your credit card numbers, to your credit card accounts, pretty much anything to basically take your money and steal your money, which is ridiculous because obviously someone's looking for a job. So why are you preying on people who are in a very vulnerable position? So I just want to let y'all know there's a new job scam. Don't fall.
And since we're on the topic of scams, another common scam that you're going to see, and you'll see this on legit job boards like Simply Hired or Indeed, okay, are the reshipping box scams. Oh my goodness, you guys. Let me show you something.
So I actually made a video about this on my YouTube channel a few years ago, and you would not believe how many people were in the comments saying that they actually did this and the police showed up to their door. Like, there were over 200 comments on that video where people were saying like, yeah, I had found this job on Indeed. I went on, whatever, Simply Hired, you name it. And I found this job, and they said that they were going to pay me like $50 a box. And what you were supposed to be doing is you would give your information. So they try and make it seem legit, like you actually signed up for a real job. And so you'd actually start receiving goods to your house. And what they wanted you to do was to be like an order inspection specialist. Like, they call it something fancy, but all you're doing is you're opening up the box, you're inspecting it, making sure everything is in the box the way it's supposed to be in the box, and then you seal it back up and you take it to like your local FedEx or UPS or something like that. And people would do this for like a month, 2 months with no payment. Basically, like, the scammer was just saying like, oh, okay, you're gonna get paid, and they never got paid. Okay. And some people even said that like they had the police show up to their door. So don't do this, okay? And I just gotta be very clear, because even after making a whole video about it and, you know, saying like it's not real, people would still ask like, oh, is this one real? Is that one real? There is no such thing as this, okay? There is no such thing as a re-shipping boxes work from home job. Every last one of them is a scam, okay? And I have shared thousands of jobs. I have a website where I share jobs every single weekday. I specifically work from home jobs, okay? That's all I talk about, work from home jobs. I've been working from home since 2016. I've been sharing work from home jobs since 2017. I have a resume building software and a website where I share daily work from home leads, as well as my YouTube channel, okay? So I know a little bit about work from home jobs, and I just want to save y'all the headache, save y'all from having the police show up. Don't do it. You're gonna see it, but don't do it.
It is crazy that this is still happening, but yes, companies are still posting fake job listings on platforms like LinkedIn and Indeed. So this article is from 2024, but it is still relevant present day. So 4 in 10 companies are admitting that they are posting fake job listings and essentially wasting the time of job seekers. So of course, some of these fake jobs are scammers who are just trying to collect the data of individuals. They can use it for unscrupulous reasons, but you have legitimate companies that are doing this as well, and that's the part that's very concerning. In this article, it mentions how temp agencies are notorious for posting fake job listings. So they will put these roles up to collect the resumes of potential candidates, not because there's a role ready right now, but in the event a client comes to them to hire for a role, they already have these people in the woodwork. So they don't have to vet them. They already know who they are. They have their resume, so they can hopefully fill that role faster for their client. Another reason why companies will post fake job listings is it makes your company look good. If a company is actively hiring, that means they must be doing well financially. So this is just to help them look good to Wall Street and to their investors. And the last 2 reasons are just deplorable. So one reason is they will put this job or fake job listing on the market to give the current employees the illusion that help is coming. So they know their staff is overworked and probably underpaid, but they're telling them, hey, just keep working, keep grinding it out, help is coming, knowing full and well that they have no intention of bringing on additional people. And the last reason is they want their current employees to know that they're replaceable. So if we're hiring for these additional roles, it might be to replace you if you are not being productive and meeting our company standards. So these last 2 reasons are essentially a scare tactic for current employees, which is really not a good way to do business and is not good for morale either. To me, it feels like these companies are just trying to take back the progress that was made during the Great Resignation. During the pandemic, individuals were able to make pivots in their career, make significantly more money, and now it feels like all of that is being clawed back, which is really unfortunate. But let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. And also let me know, what has your experience been if you are currently trying to find employment?
There's a group of men targeting emotionally vulnerable women and pretending they're in love with them, even though they've never met, and they will never meet. I'm not talking about the obvious catfish creeps here. I'm talking about highly trained scammers. These guys are organized, they're global, frighteningly good at what they do. They come in when you're lonely, when you've had a rough year, when you're healing, or just freshly single. And they don't hit you with, hey, sexy, or can I borrow money straight away? Not at all. These guys build love stories, conjure up intimacy. They'll check in every morning with, good morning, beautiful. They tell you how much they admire your heart, say they never felt this safe before. They tell you they've been hurt too and finally found peace in you. And because they never ask for anything, you let your guard down. You start imagining a life with this person. Maybe you never had this kind of attention before, or maybe you had, but this one feels different. You start telling your friends about them. You start catching feelings. Then bam, one day they drop the hook. They say things like, oh, my mom is in hospital. I got diagnosed with something serious. I need to fly out for an emergency, but my card isn't working. I hate even asking you this, but, blah, blah, blah. It goes on and on. They make it sound like it's life or death. And the worst part is they never ask directly. They let you offer, because now they've built so much trust, you want to help them. You feel selfish not helping. They might even send photos of hospital beds, fake invoices, desperate voice notes. And guess what? The moment that money leaves your account, it's gone. And them, they're gone too. Blocked, deleted, it's all gone. Just heartbreak on the top of financial ruin. And before you think, that could never be me, let me stop you. They don't target desperate women. They target emotional women, loving women. Women who've been through things, women who want connection and believe in the good in people. They don't care about your feelings. They care about your PayPal. This is your sign. If a man falls in love with you and you've never seen his real-time face on video, if he's never once shown up in person, and then he hits you with a crisis, it's not fate, it's fraud. Wake up. Don't let the fantasy rob your reality. Please be careful.
I wasn't gonna make this video or post a video like this, but I felt like I wanted to help, if possible, using this platform, which sounds really dramatic, but it has come to my attention again and again and again, especially, I guess, over the last year, that there are people using my image, my photos and videos, in order to make fake profiles on social media, on dating apps, and they're using other service members' images as well to do the same thing. And they are scamming people out of a lot of money. And I wanted to let you know, maybe for yourself or a friend or a family member, a neighbor, somebody who goes to your church, military members will never need to pay to return home from deployment, and they will never need to pay to return home from an overseas assignment. Even if their commander gave them a last-minute assignment and they need to get there tomorrow and it's really expensive and they need $6,000 for the ticket and they need this much money in order to do XYZ. It's just, that will never happen, and it is a major red flag for you or whoever to keep in the back of your mind when you are talking with people on the internet. I think things have evolved rapidly to the point where it's hard to believe everything that is online, or maybe we want to believe everything that is online. So when you come across me or other service members who you make a connection with, like, it's hard to not feel trust if you've been talking with them for weeks, months, or longer. So I just wanted to share that and remind you to be careful, to look after yourself, and to never give out your banking information, to never send money to somebody you don't know on the internet. And just a reminder that I only have one TikTok account, which is this one Instagram account, which is this one, and one Facebook, which I only use for family and close friends. So if you have been talking to me on literally any other profile, social media platform, or dating app, it is not me. Think twice about anything on the internet and take care of yourselves, okay? I hope that helps.
This is how it goes when you hear from a scammer. Now, I don't know how to do all the fancy tricks, so I'm going to play both parts, but please listen. I have some women who have messaged me saying, but how do you know it's a scammer? I know it's a scammer. They tell me what the guy says, and it's a scam. Here we go. Day one, this is Alex. Hi, Sarah. Your profile caught my eye. You seem very interesting. Sarah. Oh, hi, Alex. Thanks. You do too. Alex. You have beautiful eyes. I feel a connection already. Sarah. Wow, that's sweet. I'm a little shy. Alex. Don't be. I'm a good listener. Tell me about your passions. Day 2 to 3, Alex goes on to, we have so much in common. It's like we were meant to meet. I've never felt this way about anybody before. Oh, I happen to be in, they named some country with poor infrastructure, and it's really difficult. Oh, and he's widowed, and he's alone, and he's falling in love with you, Sarah. And she's like, when are you going to be back? And he's like, oh, my project is almost finished, but I'm having trouble with the local authorities, or my bank doesn't work. Can you please send money or gift cards or Bitcoin on Cash App or Zelle? Then when you figure it out, if you figure it out and say no, then they send you a thing going, oh my God, I can't believe you don't believe me. It's all manipulation, people. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of videos like this.
Listen, these scammers are getting better by the day. Let me tell you what happened to me. So a couple of weeks ago, I get a message from a friend of mine on TikTok, somebody I follow, and they asked me, if I'm locked out of my phone, I don't have nobody else right now, can I send you my code so I can get back into my phone? I'm going to send it, I'm going to DM you my code. And I said, sure. But then I started thinking about it. I'm like, that's really weird. Like, you don't even know me like that, and you're going to ask for me to get you back in your phone. I just thought it was just a strange question to ask me. And I'm waiting, and they sent the code, but it went to my email. Now I'm really thinking, hey, how did they get my email? Because my email is not listed on my TikTok. Right then and there, I knew it was a scammer. And you know what? I pressed on my friend's profile picture, and it went to her account. Her real TikTok account. So somehow they're entering other people's accounts, pretending to be them, to try to get you to give them that code so they can get into your account. That code is to your account, not to your friend's account, but to your account. You're just letting them into your account. You're hand giving them the verification code to your account. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Make sure you put the 2-step verification factor on your TikTok account. Because if they get into your phone, you want to make sure you got double protection there. These scammers are getting really good, guys. Be careful who you give personal information to. Seriously, your phone, your address, your real name, all that. Anything personal, be very careful who you give that information to. With that being said, stay safe on TikTok here. Bye.
One thing that we have to agree on, y'all, is that we do not know the people that's behind these apps. Stop trusting people that are behind these apps. I have seen so many videos of people that are getting scammed on this app. I don't care how sweet they picture look. I don't care how nice they talk in these comments. Do not trust anybody, because what they're doing is taking a nice, sweet looking people's pictures, and then they put some comments behind them, but they really are scammers that are behind this app. So you cannot trust people. One way that you can protect yourself, I done told you guys this once, but I'm going to tell you again. Make sure you stay to the end so you can watch the screenshots that I put up. You have to use ChatGPT. If you get a message, a comment, or anything that you don't trust or you feel skeptical about, you need to take it, copy it, or screenshot it and drop it into ChatGPT. ChatGPT will tell you instantly if it's a red flag, if it's a scam. I got something the other day from TikTok in my system notifications. It looked just like a system notification. Said something that I was headed for a banned account. But I knew I didn't do nothing, so I wasn't about to be going for that. I wasn't clicking on nothing. I screenshot it. I put it in ChatGPT, and instantly it came up and said it was a scam. So I'm gonna put the screenshot so y'all know what y'all looking for. But do not fall for it. Do not get yourself set up and get your account wiped out. As much work as you done put in, if you finally get monetized, because they start coming after the accounts once they see that you build momentum. They can tell. That's how you know you're doing good. Once you start building momentum and they can see that you build momentum, you getting your followers up, you getting your views up, you get into all these monetized programs, and that's when they coming. And you got to protect yourself. Don't be so thirsty for views that you going to them people, I could fix this and I could fix that. They can't fix nothing. Let God fix it. Be patient and let your account do what it's going to do in time. Because that's how you get yourself messed up, being too thirsty and being too anxious to get ahead. You just be patient and wait. So I'm going to put the screenshots on, and like I said, use ChatGPT. Copy and paste, drop it in ChatGPT, and it will show you. So look at the screenshots that I posted, and you'll see what the scam that I got looked like and what ChatGPT told me about it. Now like, share, comment, and repost.
This is a new scam alert, and this is legit. People with hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands, 5,000, 10,000 followers are losing their accounts forever to this scam. So I got an email a couple of days ago. It looked like this. And the email on my computer pulls up all these colorful images that match everything here on TT. So I'm like, okay. And it says, please verify your account. You're blue badge certified, you know, the little check. And I'm like, okay. So I click on the link and it takes me to this website that also looks very, very similar to TT. Okay. And I'm reading through this stuff and it wants you to check all these boxes and then put in your username, your email, and your password. I go, okay, let me research this. I sent a screenshot to my husband. I said, can you please look into this? This seems a little weird. Like, I know I gained a lot of followers, but I don't think I'm like blue badge status. Like that's like a big deal, right? So he researches it, 100% a scam. What they're doing is they're getting you to enter in all of your information, click these boxes, which I didn't read because who has time for that? And then they get your account. They go in there, they change your email, they go in there to change your password, and then they sell the account to somebody. And it's gone forever. You lose everything. You can't even get it back because you like okayed all these things and you think you're, you know, like excited and you're getting this blue check because you have a follower and you're creating content. You're a content creator now. Boom, it's gone. So send this to all of your content creators, send this to all your friends, send this to anybody you know that has a following that's new here. Do not risk your account for anything, okay? Don't make that mistake, you guys.
Well, it's nobody's favorite time of the year. It's tax season. We're hearing a lot of reports about tax scams going around, and these are the ones you may be most likely to encounter. First up, fake tax professionals. You might find them online, or they may suddenly pop up at your gas station or grocery store overnight. Now, here's the problem. You hand over your personal sensitive information to them, and they could actually pocket your tax return or steal your identity. To avoid this, find someone local, find someone reputable who's been in business for a while. Remember, you may need to contact this person after tax season if something goes wrong, so make sure they're going to be around and they're reachable. Another thing you should check for, make sure they have a tax preparer identification number. And here's an oldie but a goodie, but beware of the IRS imposter scams. This time of the year, you may be more likely to fall for it. This, of course, is when you get a call or text or email from somebody claiming to be with the IRS. They may threaten you with arrest or some other serious consequence if you don't pay them immediately. Don't fall for it. The IRS will never call you or email you or text you. If you owe them money, they'll send you a letter first. So these new scams aren't very creative, but the bottom line is don't fall for them. Do your research if you're hiring someone to do your taxes, but also be aware there are a lot of free file programs out there if you earn under a certain amount of money. File your taxes early. The worst thing that could happen is that somebody files on your behalf and then you don't get a tax return. Thanks for listening.
Hey, it's your girl Bree, and I want to hop on here and share some information with y'all about taxes. So, yeah, like I mentioned, my name is Bree. I'm a tax accountant or whatever. I'm usually behind the scenes, but I'm going to switch the game up a little bit. So, this tax season coming up, I want y'all to look out for people that is guaranteeing y'all a certain amount of money. Nobody, and I mean nobody, I don't care what their credentials are. I don't care how long they've been doing taxes. I don't care if they auntie work for the IRS, they got the IRS plug or whatever. Nobody can tell you how much money they can guarantee you, how much money they can get you without your finances and without actually preparing your tax return. So stay clear of people. Those are seriously red flags. Run away from them. Because at the end of the day, what people don't talk about is you are responsible for your taxes. So let's say you go to old girl, she gets you $30K back. And then she got credits on there that you wasn't entitled to. And now you get audited. The IRS says you have to pay that money back. The refund was for $30K. You only got 15 because she charged you 15. But guess what? The IRS is finna tax your ass for the whole $30K. That's how it works. And you're still responsible for it. You can say you didn't know it was on your tax return, or you could know and be with the shit. They don't care. They are going back to the day the tax return, the day money was due, which is usually April the 15th or October the 15th. You file an extension, and that's when they're going to start for taxing you for fees, penalties, and possibly fraudulent tax returns. So y'all think twice about that. And I know some of y'all may be saying, girl, bye, I want y'all with the shits with them. Babe, by any means, do you, sis. But for the ones that wants to be educated and informed, please watch out for people like that this tax season, because it's really not worth it. It's really going to set you back. So if you using that to get ahead, it's really going to set you back, because a lot of times people say, well, my friend got away with it. You know, she didn't get caught, so I'm going to do it. Oh, girl, did it? Yeah, I be telling people it's like robbing the bank with the IRS. Some people get caught while they robbing the bank. Some people get caught later, and very few get away with it. So it's at your own risk. I'm just trying to help educate people, because I have people coming to me that need amendments. I have grown-ass people, 40, 50-year-old ladies crying to me because they was misled or got, or wanted the money and didn't think it was going to come back because their friend did it and got away with it. Come on, y'all. We got to do better. You know better, you do better. And like I said, some of y'all going to still be with the shit this tax season. And baby, do you. I'm just talking to the people that want to do right, don't know, not educated. So, hey, beware, y'all. Be safe out in these streets.
Y'all, the scammers are at it again, and they're getting people with a text message. Yes, a text message. So if you have streaming services, cable, phone provider, anybody that debits your account for services every month, you want to listen up. The scammers are sending a text message saying your payment method has failed or your card has expired. Please click the link to update your card information. And while for some of us that might ring a red flag, so many people are clicking the link and putting in their card information. Now, the link will take you to a website that looks like it's legitimate. So you put in all your information and boom, you've got it. So if you ever get a text message like this, you want to, one, pull your bank account statement and verify the last time they charged your account, and have this information ready for when you call customer service. It may take you 5 minutes, it may take you 15 minutes to verify this information, but it's going to save you all of the headache. But use this as a reminder to update your card information to a credit card if you can, because you don't even want to deal with cash leaving your account that you didn't authorize. But the bank cannot save you when you willingly put in your bank account information. So yeah, the scammers are out, so be careful.
So I guess there's a new scam going around where you'll get a text message and it seemingly is for a real person, but really it's somebody pretending to text the wrong person. And really they're just fishing for information and trying to make sure that this is a real account. Because I had just gotten a text message saying, when are you coming over to my house for steak? And I really wanted to text him back and mess with him. Unfortunately, my fiance, who's much more responsible than me, talked me down from it, but I wanted to. Because I wanted to say, well, that depends. Who are you and how good is the steak? But I guess I'll be smart this time, especially with that big data breach that just happened. But yeah, just know that's a new scam going around. Don't fall for it.
What happens if you respond to a scam text? Let me show you. Do you see all of these missed calls? No, I blocked some of it out, but it's just because they spoof numbers, so just to be safe. But look at how often they're calling me. This is because I accidentally responded to one scam text, just one, and I know exactly which one it was. When a scammer texts you, they don't know if you're a real number or not. It's just like a mass list, and they're just hoping somebody bites. But when you respond, you're letting them know, yes, it's a real number, yes, there's a real person on the other end of it, and they're just like, jackpot, and start harassing you. So the number one thing that you can do to protect yourself from getting harassed like that is don't respond.
So if you're somebody that has not heard about this yet, the FBI is now issuing a brand new warning that literally goes out to every single person across the nation that owns an iPhone. So the FBI is now issuing an urgent warning to 150 million different iPhone users to delete this text as soon as it appears, which is crazy. So they're saying that these text scams are absolutely nothing new, but there's actually a 700% increase in this particular type of text just this month alone. I really want to know if you guys are getting these texts, but apparently this new scam is fake unpaid toll text, and if you don't pay the toll, they're apparently going to take your license away. Again, I really want to know if you guys are getting these texts, because here's just one example of what it might look like. Sometimes it looks legit, and a lot of people are actually falling for this. So the FBI is putting out a statement that says if you are clicking these links and if you are trying to pay the tolls, they're putting malware on your phone that can go into your phone and collect all of your information. And like I said in the beginning of the video, apparently a lot of people have been getting these for the past few months, but there has now been a 773% surge in just this past week alone. I give you these news roundups every day, so make sure you add me and come back to me tomorrow.
The best defense against these scams is awareness, and now you know exactly what red flags to look for. Whether it's a too good to be true crypto deal, a fake Easy Pass payment notice, or a suspicious text, staying alert can save you from becoming the next victim. Which of these scams have you heard about or even experienced yourself? Drop your story in the comments and let's help warn others. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so you never miss another scam awareness video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.